favorite moment, the best moment, however you want to define it, from local sports in the year 2014, since we're heading into New Year's Eve?
Man, my favorite moment. It's funny because we did talk about this. My favorite moment, what I mentioned on the show, was in relation to the Broncos fans and Broncos going to Seattle, taking that game to overtime. I think it built some character. It built some confidence in the team. To go down the schedule that they went, to go 12-4 this year, I think that was a catalyst for that. Now, is it going to carry over to the Super Bowl? I don't know. But thinking back, though, my favorite moment, it has to be the Broncos going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw you down there in New York or up there in New York, and it was a great time. It was a great thought to think that Lombardi was coming back to Denver, but it didn't happen. But still, that was a great moment, probably the best moment.
I'm going to go even a little deeper. Why did somebody just throw? Oh, okay.
No
you hold this because I'm going to ask you to do something.
Oh,
with that.
okay.
It's a magic marker.
Okay.
All right. On Sunday night show on Fox 31, I felt that the biggest moment, I'm going to get a little more specific, was, yes, the Broncos going to the Super Bowl, but the play that I thought really catapulted them into a win over the New England Patriots and consequently into the Super Bowl.
Right.
And it was Wes Welker putting that block, whether legal or illegal, on Aqib Talib and knocking the Patriots' best cover guy out of the game, maybe their only cover guy, because after that, the Broncos wide receivers went crazy.
Yeah.
Peyton got them all the ball, especially Demaryius Thomas, and they built a lead, and they hung on for a 10-point victory over New England in the AFC Championship game. So that play specifically, I thought, was the key play in sports in this town last year, Wes Welker's block on Aqib Talib. But my favorite moment of 2014, and I know this is going to sound like I'm reveling in somebody else's demise, but it had to be the day that Dan O'Dowd and Bill Guyvette walked out of Coors Field.
Is it a demise?
Never to return again.
Is it a demise when you quit, though? Or is it?
They did resign.
I'm done.
I mean, it just boggles the mind that Dick Monfort actually offered Dan O'Dowd another contract this year, a long-term big money deal, after O'Dowd, 15 seasons here, never won a division title, and in 13 of those 15 seasons finished in either third, fourth, or fifth place. Think about that. Third, fourth, or fifth place in 13 of 15 seasons.
Right.
Plus, just the way he treated people. It was just terrible. An abysmal record. Couldn't develop pitching. Again, never won a division title. It was time, don't you think?
Absolutely.
It was way past time for both. And Guyvette, I don't even want to deal with Guyvette.
You don't even want to mention it. It would waste your
and
breath.
believe me, a lot of people there don't want to deal with Guyvette.
Yeah.
But to me, it gave me hope that I love watching good baseball, Mike.
Absolutely.
I just love watching good baseball.
A great place for it.
And we saw so much bad baseball for so long under O'Dowd's stewardship and Guyvette's stewardship that day when they walked out and they resigned, I think was a really great day for Denver sports and for the Colorado Rockies. Now, what tempered my enthusiasm, after I thought about it a little, was the fact that Dick Monfort is still the owner.
Okay.
So I don't know how good they can ever be with him as the owner.
Well, you look at all the good players on the roster, though, then it's like, really, Dan O'Dowd, is it all his fault? I mean, think about it.
They could never develop pitching, Mike.
Well, pitching, that's it. You hit it.
Their track record drafting and developing pitching was terrible.
Drafting and developing pitching, which you need to win a World Series, just wasn't there. So, now you're right. Was it a long time coming? Absolutely. But the philosophy was in place for a number of years to have that infield or have that defense or have the lineup, to have the roster that they had. So now it's a different direction. You can see Bridich doing many different things. They're starting.
Well, he's firing some people that needed to be fired.
Right.
And nobody was ever fired, before with Dick Monfort and Dan O'Dowd.
It wasn't their culture to do that, right? I mean, but now he's acquiring some pitching, and hopefully that pitching will pan out.
We can only hope.
Right.
We want to see good baseball again.